Yes. Oh, yes. Drew Titan Bronx on deck with the Painful Excellence Podcast. Pep Talk, acronym. Just made it up. How y'all doing, family? Glad y'all could join me. Mark, Anthony, Mr. Shelton, Tone, Brian H. Salute y'all. Smash the like button. Share the video. Yeah. I think I'm going to be doing this more than likely 5 days a week. Stroke of midnight. Like I told y'all, Bumpy Thompson, salute. This is something totally different. I'm glad you like it, Brian. I'm glad you like it. It's the Painful Excellence Podcast. We're not perfect, but we strive for perfection. You know what I'm saying? This is adult conversation, real life situations. We're gonna have fun having a conversation about it. We're gonna learn from each other while doing so. And earlier today, I was just thinking, I heard something earlier today. I heard these two sisters talking. I was being nosy, and they were just so down on marriage. Black women, of course. And then I did a little research when I came in. Oh yeah, Brian H. Yeah, you like the intro? Yeah, I worked hard on it. When I was in Times Square, it was cold as hell that night. I was like, what am I doing? I was freezing. But you make it do what to do. Robert Singleton, salute. Jeffrey Lopez in the building, salute, fam. And I said, what the hell's wrong with these? I said, is this just black women doing this? I do some research, and come to find out, this is like a common thought process for these modern women today. Now, I don't know if it's the majority, but I got offended at their reasoning behind them being against marriage. Things like obey, honor, and obey. Aren't those in the vows? Honor and obey. Rich or poor, sickness and in health. Those are in the vows, right? Last I checked. I mean, half of these people get married in the church, they ain't even Christian or living a Christian lifestyle, but that's a whole nother conversation. But it's like they want all the benefits of marriage, but they don't want to live a married life. So I just did some research today, and I was just like so appalled at some of the things that I was listening to. These women today, not all of them, let me be very clear. They got like this chip on their shoulder. It's like, what is wrong with y'all? Who did it? Who did it to y'all? Who did it to y'all? No father in the house? Fine, I get it. You had one boyfriend when you was 15 and he liked your friend and that set it off for you? Okay, I get it. And then they have these fairy tale, dreams about what they believe marriage should be. And you ever spoke with a woman about relationships and marriage, and they're telling you something that's just so far off, and you're saying, well, how often does that happen? And they point to the most off, they use the most off example that will never apply to them. And that's why I put these two on the screen. This is a funny ass meme. Because I can't tell you how many people I've heard, the women heard they yo Jada and Will, power couple. Jada Pinkett is not on a level as far as fame and fortune and body of work that Will Smith is. He's light years ahead of her. And what did he have to show for it? She stepped out on him. Jada Pinkett stepped out on Will Smith. That's why I put that there. Y'all thought we were goals? Yeah, okay. Jada Pinkett stepped out on Will Smith. Will Smith is goddamn, I don't even know what his net worth is. I know if he decide I ain't doing anything else for the rest of my life, he's good. Boss Red, salute. He's good. Y'all thought they were goals? They didn't. They were not goals. She had no business doing that. And y'all don't know what she did. Well, what's strange is when women bring up that situation, a lot of women that I've seen, they put the good old cap on for Jada Pinkett, don't they? Not all of them. Not all of them. But they put on a really big cap for her. Oh, she was lonely. Oh, he's always working. And you ain't in that house. But I find it amazing that this is a situation on the outside looking in. And she, first of all, she admitted to adultery. I don't care what you hear. I don't care what people say. I've heard it all. Oh, they were swingers. And listen, I'm not talking about that. Did they admit any of that? But still, even if they were swinging, I'm going to leave that for another show. Just know this, though. You have to have permission to do certain things. This I know. And once you step outside of that circle, you've broken that bond. You've broken that trust. But that's for another show. We're not talking about what you hear and what's alleged. What we're talking about is what she did. That's what she did. And I guess the kid, I was like in and out of it because I really didn't care. I just heard some bits and pieces. Look, she stepped out on him with a lesser guy. The dude that she did that with, her entanglement, was nowhere near the level of Will Smith as far as a quality of man. Will Smith has a body of work from the music industry to the acting industry. The man has worked his ass off from hip hop to Hollywood and back. And he chose her. And what did he get in return? Unfaithful. And I really didn't care to hear her explanation because there's nothing that she can say to make me say, okay, well, she do got a point. You see, women get lonely. And if a woman can't handle a man on a status of Will Smith, look, you know why he has millions of dollars? Because his work ethic and his drive is different from the normal person. He has talent that people see value in. That's why they say, yo, look, Will, we want you in this movie. Okay, you're going to start me out with 40 million. I don't work for less than 4. I don't know what the number is. I'm just using it as an example. All right. I don't make any less than 40 million. So you got to show me that at the door before you even show me a script. Show me the money. Yo, Will, can you cut a Christmas album? Okay, yeah, $20 million. I'm not working for anything less. You want me to appear on your commercial or appear in on a television show? $10 million. I don't work for anything less. My time is money. I'm worth more. I'm just using these numbers as an example. This is the type of man that chose Jada Pinkett Smith. And I've heard sisters say, hey, yeah, Bumpy, what up? 88 Sports Talk, what up? I heard people say, oh, well, she got her own. Yeah, okay, she got her own, but it's not his. But still in all, if she got her own, why didn't she remain on her own? If she knew she got down like that, why did she say yes when he chose her? There's no discipline. Where is it? So she goes on and he chooses her. And I'm not in their house. I'm not saying that he was faithful. I don't know, but I'm not going to add to the story because she got caught. He didn't. If he did, but I'm not adding because that's what people like to do. They like to add. Well, what if he did this? What if he did that? He's filming movies and he's away for months at a time. So what? When you're dealing with a man on that level, the reason why he has deep pockets is because he puts in work. If you're a woman, you got to understand that you have to deal with that. He's going to be on the road. That's why I don't understand these women. They get involved with these athletes and then get mad when they ain't home. He's not home, but he's on the road, 2 touchdowns a game or 30 points per game and 10 boards and the perennial all-star. Just signed a shoe deal, an Under Armour deal, and I don't know what else. Hanes or Fruit of the Looms or whatever. And he's raking in the dough. And you're lonely. You want him to stop what he's doing because you're lonely and you knew what you was getting into? That's the key. You knew what you was getting into when you chose that athlete, that actor. You knew what you was doing. And Jada Pinkett, she knew the industry. And look, how do you step up from Will Smith? Listen, you don't. Jada Pinkett, she's a little petite, cute little chick. Fine. How do you step up from Will Smith? Another actor? Good luck. What did she do? She slept with some, I don't even know what that kid was. What was he, a rapper? I don't even know who he was. Was that her son's friend or something? Or something I heard. I was in and out of it. I hope that wasn't like her son's friend. That's disgusting. But then they on TV, fine. That's all leaked out. And he said, I was almost done with your ass. And she was on there copping, please. But what killed me was yeah, that's right, Bumpy. That's what I heard. He was an R&B singer. Still ain't Will Smith. He lose more money out his pocket in your couch than he makes in a year. He a singer, and you know what it was? Let me tell you what it was. When Will was out there busting his ass, making $40 million or $50 million a film or whatever it is that he's making, might not even be that much, but Will Smith is worth something. I didn't even look at his net value, but I'm using them as an example to make a grand point. It was attention driven. Did y'all see Steph Curry's wife? What was that, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago? Basically, short version, she misses the attention that she gets from other men because she wants to know that she's beautiful. Never mind the fact that you're married to Steph Curry. You're married to Steph Curry. I'll say it again. You're married to Steph Curry. He chose you. Y'all have a family. Steph Curry, all net. How many chips did he win? Perennial all-star. Y'all know how those light-skinned brothers are. Pretty Ricky from the club. This woman throwing themselves at him. And they watched her say that, and they said, you know what? When he hit up my city, if she get caught slipping there one day and I get a chance, I'm not only going to trap him, but I'm going to be the new wife. That's the plan. Forget just hitting him up for a baby. I want to replace the whole insides of the car. She got on TV and said that. Where's the respect for the man that chooses you? That's conquering the world. And I'll bring it down from Hollywood and NBA and NFL and all these professional athletes. What about the regular dudes that are outside conquering the world? Working these crazy ass jobs, dealing with these crazy ass people, and they're not broke, their ribs ain't touching, but they make above the average. I think the average salary for a black man is what, $45,000 a year? I make more than that. A lot of you make more than that. What about those guys? What about the guys that make $45,000 a year? Do they deserve to be disrespected like that? They're out there grinding, roof over their head. Light, gas, keeping your cell phone on. And you want them to stop what they're doing just to stare at you? If they stop grinding, that big ass house, who's gonna pay for it? You got to make a decision, ladies. We're supposed to be, now men, we're supposed to be the breadwinners. I know we live in a society where look, a 2-income household, that's just what it is nowadays. I understand that. But trust me, I'm old school. Have it your way. Wife stays home and takes care of the household. You know what I'm saying? She takes care of the kids while I'm out there conquering the world. And when I come home, because she's working in the house, that's a full-time job. The house needs maintenance. While I'm out there taking it to the man out there, she got to be in here holding it down. And when the man comes home, all we require is a hot meal, a little neck rub, and how was your day? You all right? You feel like talking right now? Look, I cut the game on for you. You all right? Everything good? Just want to make sure you're all right. It's a working effort. And I'll say that, and Jason, salute. I'll say that, and the women will say, that's chauvinist. What? Wait a minute. Did you understand the scenario? Let me describe to you what freedom is. Freedom is the right to do what you want, when you want, how you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want. The sad reality is something external of us makes those decisions. That's our jobs. We got to work, unless you're super wealthy. But everyone finds ways to make the ends meet, whether it's through social media or working a conventional job. I do both. All right? But if you say that to a woman, all right, I didn't say I would like to be in a position where, my wife, can stay home. The reality is I don't make a ton of money like that where she can stay home and just take care of the house duties. But watch this though. Watch this. You ready for this? Well, actually, I do, but not to put too much of my business out there. But we're making a nest egg because we're forward planning for retirement. You understand? And it's easier if she does what she does. We're both city employees, so that's good. But understand, supplementing her income, and she can stay home. If we do the budget and say, yo, look, I can afford to stay home, she's staying home because she chooses to. Freedom is the right to do what you want, when you want, how you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want. If she chooses to stay home and take care of the household, that is her choice. If she says, well, baby, I do want to work 8 hours a day, and that's something we can have a conversation with. I didn't say, I am man. Stay your ass home. Do what I tell you to do. No. But when you say certain things as sisters, they seem to get annoyed. What are y'all annoyed at? Why are y'all mad? Honor and obey. You're not supposed to honor your man? You tell some sisters that you're supposed to honor and obey your boyfriend. I mean, your husband, not your boyfriend. You're supposed to honor and obey your husband. Honor if he deserves it. What are you doing hanging around a dude that don't deserve it? Why would you hang around a dude and not honor him? You got to be with him with a certain amount of time so he put that rock on your finger, or whether y'all going to City Hall, worried about the jewelry later. What's going on? Honor and obey. What's the problem? Why do some of these sisters got these chips on their shoulder? In what universe are you justifying Jada Pinkett's entanglement? I don't get that. You get mad at us, but it's in your face all the y'all ever saw that show, The Bachelor? Wow. A show about women competing for a man who is having his choice of like 30 different women. I thought they hated things like that, but they can't stop watching it. Um, this I can do what men can do is stupid. It's stupid. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I mean, y'all can. You know, the sexual liberation, I'm woman, hear me roar. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. A guy could go out and sleep with 30 different women and he could be considered a stud. No. When I was coming up, I'm like, yo, dude, there's something out now called AIDS, and you're a walking candidate, and we don't know how. Remember when we didn't know how it was transmitted? We damn near thought it was airborne in the 80s, did we not? Yeah. Yeah, sex with her, you might die. Did you use protection? Oh, yeah. You might die still. We were scared to run up and stuff. That's a false narrative. Men are considered studs just because they sleep with a bunch of women. Look, man, I'm not gonna say every young man, a lot of young men, they did get down like that. But a lot of cats in my circle that overdid it, I've had my share, but everyone in their crew had a dude that overdid it. There's a lot of times where I have to tell friends of mine, like, yo, bro, slow down, boy. You ain't got to slide up and everything just because it looks at you. Chill for a minute. Relax, man. You got your whole life ahead of you. We in our 20s, late teens, early 20s. It's like, yo, bro, relax, man. What are you doing? But this new attitude, oh, yeah, I'm a woman. I can do what I want, sexual liberation. Okay. Now, no one's stopping you. But I didn't make the rules. Don't get mad that when you finally sit down with a dude that you start to feel, and then he asks you about your body count. No. What's your body count? What's your body count? Oh, I've been with about 15 dudes. When did you start becoming active? I was about 17. You're 21. What? What's happening? Because now they got stuff that marinates in your body and sit around for like 7 to 8 years before it shows its face. And men, let me tell you something. We need to know who we're dealing with. Women, you need to know who you're dealing with. Sexual liberation, right? Y'all see the Maury show? 2 decades of ridiculousness. I remember when Maury Povich used to talk about just regular topics, and it just turned into you are the father and lie detector tests. And these are real people, man. I saw 2 people on 2 different separate occasions on the Maury show that I knew. One I worked with. I couldn't believe it. I had to call somebody. I said, yo, is that so-and-so? Is that her? He was like, yo. Yeah. Yeah. It's disgusting. So I'm telling these women, yo, look, I'm not stopping y'all. Y'all go ahead. But I didn't make the rules. You sit down, you find, because that always happens. What they call it? Hot girl summer is the latest thing. Y'all remember Foxy Brown and Lil Kim, and there was women before that. Dina Howard. That was like the theme to a lot of chicks, like in the 90s when I was younger. And a lot of them are paying for it now. Sex this, sex that, sex this, sex that. You a woman, you don't feel ashamed about doing what you do. Go ahead and do you. Guess what? Those women singing about it, they ain't living it. I assure you, they're not. I assure you they're not. Hold on, y'all. So they're out there telling these women to do certain things that they're not doing. And that is a sad state of affairs, man. That's a sad state of affairs. That's irresponsible. So they got this thing, they call it a hot girl summer. And listen, I don't know who lives on the East Coast. Greek Fest, been there, done that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They got a little thing they used to get down with in Atlanta. Went to that. South Beach, been there, done that. And a lot of those girls are out there acting out. And when you're younger, it's like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. But now, damn near 22 years later, there are several then girls that are grown women now that I've known. Either they lived around the way or I grew up with them, went to school with them or something. And those hot girl situations, it wasn't just one summer. They had like a streak of 2 to 3 years where they were just doing them. What was the result? A child. None of them are married. And then they wait until they're 36 years old to say, okay, I want to settle down now. Now you want a man to come in and be with you. You got a child in there that's maybe 9 or 10 years old. And that's a pivotal point. Or the whole child's life is pivotal. But that's a pivotal point in their life to bring a new person around them. Ladies, you got to be careful choosing these dudes. I could tell you some stories. You know, a lady chooses a dude and everything's all right. Next thing you know, he's touching on a kid. The kid be a boy too. It's like, what? Fellas, you come in with these, you know, man, I've had so many of these weird ass conversations. Big Texas salute. So many of these weird conversations. In the 90s, there was a baby boom that went undetected. Graduated high school in 1994. I'm going to say a strong 85% of the young ladies that I ran into a year or two after high school, they were either pregnant or all had children. That number's high. Me and my boys, you saw so-and-so? Is she pregnant? Oh, you saw so-and-so? She got a 2-year-old. Oh, yeah, yeah. Some of them were pregnant their senior year in high school and we didn't know. Oh, yeah, I had my... Yeah, I was pregnant. You know, I got pregnant. I took my test like in April. I was just trying to get out of school before, you know, they saw me. I'm like, oh, wow. They were already parents. Ask me how many of them got married to the guy that let up run up in them. 0 that I've seen. They could have got married, but the ones that I've seen, 0, the 80%, 80, 85, 0%. And that's right, Mark. They want the man to come in. Now, here's the funny part. I didn't have no kids back then. And it got to the point where if you met a chick that didn't have a baby, you was extremely lucky. You was extremely lucky. Everybody had a child. The conversation I would get, oh, yeah, you know, if you dealing with me, you got to deal with my kids. And my kids, it's a package deal. I'm like, yo, I don't want that package. I'm not dating your kids. I'm dating you. Why you invite me over to the house? Yeah, man, you live and learn, man. I made so many poor choices. I was dating this girl, man. And there's always a chick in Brooklyn, man. I had horrible luck in that borough, man. I met her. What the hell was I doing downtown? I was doing something. I think I was going on a job interview and I was coming back and she said, you have a nice tie. Thank you. I said, oh, she cute. So we just talking and, you know, she thick or whatever. Where you live? I said, I live in the Bronx. Oh, I don't fuck with the Bronx. I said, look, I don't live in the bad part of the Bronx. I live in the northeast part. It's all good. Where you live? Brooklyn. I said, oh, boy, home of the coffin. Ain't that serious? I said, all right. So let's get up. We exchange numbers. I go to our house and DOG salute. I go to our house Yo, 2 kids, they bouncing around on the couch, and I'm just looking at the situation. I was like, I thought I was coming over here to chill. I had a bottle with me, and I had it in the shopping bag because she asked me to pick up some Chinese food. And I should have known then because she say, yo, give me some wings, some fried rice, and give me this on the side. And I said, damn, she eat this much? Yeah, she had bought food for the freaking kids that I just knew wasn't gonna be home. Cause she enticed me with all that sex talk during the week. So that Friday night, I came up there about 7 p.m. at night. I'm thinking she home alone. Freaking kids are there. I done bought them dinner. I'm like, oh man, I got. You listen, man, you live and learn. And I'm just sitting there like, all right, maybe, you feed them, they're gonna go to sleep. The little girl was like what 5 or 6, and hey, you want to see my toy? And da 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 da, and pulling me on the hand, and you know, jumping up on me. I'm like, yo, you can't have your daughter jumping up on. I just met her like 20 minutes ago, man. What the hell is this? Is this what you do? I'm saying to myself, like, what is going on, man? What is she doing? I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take. I kept picking up, but I like, oh, okay, yeah. I said, yo, could you, it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. The little boy was just quiet. Then I asked the question that I should have asked all week long because I was just so focused on trying to beat. Where their parents at? Because I noticed both of their brother and sister, but both of them ain't look alike. Where's his father? Oh, his father locked up. He ain't getting out. And his father, he somewhere. What you mean somewhere? And I swear to you, when she said somewhere, it was something out of a freaking movie. I said, whoa, what do you mean somewhere? Literally, like seconds later, the bell rang. I'm like, she go to the intercom. Mac, what up? She go to the intercom. Who? Yo, let me in. This nigga had bass in his voice and all that. I was like, oh my God. She said, oh, that's him right there. Yo, do me a favor. Just go chill in the room for a minute. She had a 1-bedroom. And now I'm chilling in the So now I got chicken and French fries in her bedroom in the dark while this mofo come. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like with the tray. I'm standing up in the middle of the room. I say, yo, if he kicked this door in on some beef, I'm really gonna have to fight. And I don't know if he's armed. And I'm like, why am I here? What am I doing? Stood in that room for about half hour. He leaves. She comes out, yo, sorry about that. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting there. I'm just quiet. I'm like, this is normal behavior. A bunch of dudes come over here, and that's normal. Because she did it so smooth. I'm the fool. I'm the fool. So she ate the food. Kids went to bed or whatever. About 11 o'clock, I just had no energy for it. I said, yo, listen, I'm going to roll. She said, you ain't going to chill? I thought you bought a bottle. I said, yeah, I did. But, the kids, I'm just not in it. I'll hit you up. I left. I never called that chick again. I got a lot of stories about, and that wasn't the first time. I got a few stories where I got caught slipping, but you live and learn. I'm like, why am I? I've had so many situations where I'm like, well, how did I get here? Chasing tail. Chasing tail. Chasing tail get you killed, fellas. But you see, her behavior has become normalized. Me and my kids, it's a package deal. No, it's not. Your kids are your focus. You don't need to be out here dating. You do not need to be out here dating. Your kids are the focus. Why are you talking to me? But then they want a man to come in after about 3 hot girl summers. Now they're 36 years old, in their mid-30s or early 30s. Their cooch is running to the ground. And now they're saying, look, I'm not like that no more. I'm ready for marriage. Well, guess what? The brother with no kids that has some morals, he's focused on his career. He's supposed to come in and deal with that. You already have a child. You're not married. You wasn't married. More than likely, these women don't have a good relationship with baby daddy. And even if they do, these dudes, they want children of their own. A lot of them do. And he's supposed to, because that's a step backwards, family. That's a step backwards. He's supposed to take a step backwards and deal with that. I beg to differ. Now, here's the funny part. When a man, which is what I've done in the past, hung out with a chick a couple of times, she had 2 seeds. This is a different woman. 2 seeds. Yeah, I think I want to take it to the next level. I didn't sleep with this woman or nothing. And that was another thing. She was holding out on the box. And I took offense to that. We was hanging out a good 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And I had like literally just started working for the city. It was like 99, early 99. And I met her while I was getting processed. It was like 98. Got hired in 99. And hard body J Timo, salute. And she told me, she said, yeah, I want to take it to the next level. And I said, yo, listen, I think we're good where it is. Ain't nothing happening. And she was like, well, may I ask why? And I said, well, look, you're not a bad person, but you got 2 children who are wonderful. You're raising them nice. But I want my own. I want everything fresh. And they weren't infants. One was like 10. The other one was like one was 10. The other one was like 7 or 8 or something. And she was with some low-life dude that was literally running the streets in the neighborhood. And I couldn't get I'm like, I need to know if I'm coming to chill with you, if this dude's going to hop out the bushes. And she got offended when I told her that. I said, look, it's cool, but the kids thing is very important. You're raising some good kids. However, I want my own. I want it fresh. Her ideology was, where you going to find that? I said, what? She says, yeah, it's like everybody out here got kids. And that's when it hit me back then. I said, yo, this single mom shit is normalized. This baby daddy shit, they made a song about it in the 90s. That's just my baby daddy. Remember that? I said, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm not cut from that cloth. My boy right now is my age. He's divorced, ain't got no kids. Got 2 jobs, about to retire from one. When I have a lady friend inquire about him, they say, well, what's up with your man? I'm like, yeah, single, divorced. How many kids he got? None. Where his baby mama live? I say, he don't have a baby mama. His ex-wife lives in a whole nother country. Well, what's wrong with him? What the fuck you mean what's wrong with him? He has like an 800 credit score. Where's that wrong? He has his own apartment. He has his own car. What the fuck you mean what's wrong with him? There's nothing wrong with him. He has morals. And when he saw it wasn't working out with the wife, he knew not to knock her up. It's called responsibility. When is that wrong? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Where did we go wrong? When did baby daddy, baby mama become normalized? It happened in the 90s. It happened in the 90s. And we've been dogged ever since. I hear everybody says it now. Maury Povich, there was another guy that had a baby daddy show, a baby mama show, and it was just like it became ours. We coined that phrase and made it normal. Baby daddy, baby mama. It's not cool. It never was cool. When I was growing up, when I was real young in the 80s, a kid from the single parent household, that kid 9 times out of 10 was broken. Either their father died or their mother died, or the father left. And it was like, yo, I just came home one day and he was gone. And it fucked with them. Or I came home one day and mama was gone. And it messed with them. Now it's normal. Now it's so normal. You got women that are planning to have kids before they get married. And when you ask them, why the children before marriage? You let them talk about marriage, it's like the worst thing in the world. You got everything going. Because you know, guys, they have everything bad to say about men. Oh, because guys do this and guys do that. Well, you have to have someone knock you up to have a child. And you plan on raising a child in this world as a single parent, knowing that, I don't know what the statistics are, but a lot of those criminals in prison come from single parent households. Ladies, you cannot raise a little boy to be a man. I don't care what you say. You can do the best you can. You can steer them in the right direction, but there are things that you will never be able to do. Don't care what you do. I don't care if you have, I knew a woman that had 3 boys. And as they got older, she had a hard time because there were certain things that she would complain about that I'm listening to. I'm like, yo, she don't know how to fix that. She don't know how to fix that. And we're screwed. Your hard body, you saying you get a notification? That's what they do. That's what they do. Just know that I'm going to be here Monday through Friday at midnight. It's time to grow. Boxing is for the mornings. Here's where we let it out. Real talk, real conversations. And this bothered me. I wasn't going to do this tonight, but it bothered me because I was listening to these women and I'm like, and I'm looking at them. I said, they are not in their 20s. They in their 30s with this bullshit. It's all bullshit. It was bullshit, man. These women out here planning to be single parents. Women want to have a boyfriend. I saw this thing on the Steve Harvey show. Woman said, I want to be married, but I want to have my own house. Like live away from the husband. Where are we, man? Where are we? Where are we? We're doomed. This is stupid. And you let a woman tell you some of this stuff, they will speak with conviction. Just because you speak with conviction don't make you right. You're setting yourself up for failure because once you hit that wall, you're going to turn around and say, oh, well, you know, you're his father. You need to do this. Hey, you need to come take this kid for a little while. Wait a minute. I didn't sign up to be a father. I just signed up to smash you and impregnate you because that's what you wanted. Back to these chicks with the hot girl summer. So you want the man to come in at 35 years old and he's living one way and he has morals, right? And I've seen women, first thing they say is, well, is he gay? No, he just don't want to come in and take care of a family that's already made. I was dealing with that chick that I was talking about a second ago. I lost my train of thought. Back to her for a minute. That chick, I was with her like 6 months dating her. No tail. She said, I don't believe in premarital sex. And I say to myself, and I'm like, her 2 kids are right there. I said, oh, it's you, a born-again Christian? She says, no. It's just something I'm doing for me. I'm holding the kitty. 2 kids are right there. Yeah, I'm not giving out no cat, because sometimes dudes just stick around for the cat, and so I'm just waiting until I'm married, and I'm like, your 2 kids are right there. Now another thing was when I would go to a house when she got comfortable, she'd be walking around the house in her nightgown. When the light hit her, you see right through it, and she was stacked. But you ask her about the father of the children. He's a bum and this and that. I know you was letting him smash all over this apartment. I know that.
So now you're mad at him and I got to suffer and I'm a million times better than him. Not because I know that because I don't know him, but I know because you told me. So now you want me to come in, put a ring on it. I mean, you're stacked, but how do I know if I'm going to like it if you let me hit it? That's number one. Number two, I got to come in and raise these kids and this dude is still running around somewhere that you can't put a finger on. I don't even know what. What are we talking about here? So she wanted to be married. And I'm like, yo, look, I just told her, I said, look, I have discipline. And just because you got nice hips and a donkey, I'm not going to put a ring on it just for that. I ain't say it in those words. I just said, look, I got some things that I want. And, I ain't say it like this, but I said, yo, you ain't it. If I come in and I'm keys to your front door and, soon I'm going to be picking up the kids from school. Those kids don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I want my own. I want to make my own. Now, what happens if I marry you and then I knock you up? That's mine. But now, I got to watch these two around the debate. Y'all know how it is. I'm like, no. I said, this is not. I thought long and hard about it. I said, this is not a situation. She got mad. Are you gay? I said, wait a minute. What? I made moves on you several times and you shut me down and lectured me. And truth be told, I was dealing with her for almost 7 months. You think I was waiting on her? No, absolutely not. No. Had needs, right? Oh man, Drew, that's wrong. That's wrong. But those same chicks would sit up there and they would justify Jada Pinkett against Will Smith, who's worth $500 million probably. Yeah, had needs. Yeah, Jada Pinkett had needs, right? She wanted attention. Was it really the bedroom action, or did she just want attention? Did she just want some dude in her face, like Steph Curry's wife? She just wants dudes in her face. The millions of dollars, the shoe deals her husband got, the dude could ball out. Got a rock on her finger. He gave her a child, and she's still unhappy. Nothing matters. When women decide they're going to do something, they're going to do it. Fellas, don't let them put this all on us. It's not us. It's not us. I'm going to say it again. It's not us. It's theirs. In this realm of the situation I'm talking about, it's theirs. And then when you do talk about marriage, why is it that they always think of the worst case scenario? How many women are planning to have kids? How many times you heard a woman talk about, oh yeah, I want a child that's such an age, and they never mention how they want to be married? Yeah, would you rub your husband's feet? Oh, if he deserves it. What does that mean? Let me get this straight. I said your husband, not your boyfriend. So if you married this man, he deserves everything, like you deserve everything. Why are there conditions on things? Yo, if your wife lives with you, does she get to eat? If she act right, that's what it sounds like. No, you married her. She lives with y'all live under the same roof. You're a provider. Nigga, you gonna feed her. What's wrong with you? You don't pay half the rent and make her sleep outside. No. What are you talking about? Get out of here. They think marriage is slavery. Now, again, I don't know the stats, but here's what I do know. Women today, especially black women, they are more educated. They make more money. They have a lot of freedom to do a lot of things. This isn't, they have more freedom to do today what they did 10 years ago, 5 years ago. This Me Too movement and this cancel culture, they're on fire. They can make the same money as us. They could work the same jobs as us, although they don't choose to. How many female construction workers do you see? I've seen chicks waving the flag, but I don't see them with the, breaking the concrete with that machine. Those jobs are available for them, but they can't do it. Why? Because they're women. So when they have all these options available at their disposal, what do they choose to do? They want office jobs. They don't want the jobs building the bridges, digging the ditches, building infrastructure. Why? Genetically, they're not strong enough unless they're working out with hard body J. Timo all day long. Salute, fam. But they don't take those jobs. But they are the freest. They're better now than they have ever been. And they're still complaining. They're choosing. They're so free right now. They're choosing to be single moms. They're choosing not to be married. And then they wonder why the Black household is all messed up. Oh, why is it that when men do it, they're considered studs, but if a woman does it, look, I didn't make the rules, but let me ask you this. Ask any woman, do you think it's cool for you to run around and in 1 year have about 7 partners and say it with your chest poked out? Say it with your chest. You think that's cool? Just ask a woman that. When you talk about sexual freedom and things of that nature, just ask them, do you think that's cool? And if they say I ain't got a problem with it, ask them, what if that was your niece or your daughter? Or what if you found out your aunt was running around? I done raised mine. Hot girl summer. And your aunt weren't running around looking like Angela Bassett. And your cousins is grown, your age and older. And your 50-year-old aunt looking like Angela Bassett decides she wants to smash everything in Jamaica. I'm going to Jamaica for the week. Y'all know what is going on. Don't look at my social media. It's about to be on. I'm using that as an example because I know a real person that did that. And she almost had a nervous breakdown. And her aunt stood up there and said, I'm grown. I'm grown. But my friends follow you, auntie. I'm at work and they're pulling up your Instagram, auntie. Can you at least make your page private? No, I'm grown. What are they looking at? You know what she said? Y'all do it all the time. And she couldn't say anything. Y'all do it all the time. I did it before your time. I put it on hold. Got married, raised them, raised all mine, raised your cousins. A portion, I raised you. Your uncle died. And I'm just living my life. I deserve it. I look good. I feel good. I'm safe with mine. And now your 50-year-old aunt is twerking on Instagram. And you got a problem? No, I am not sharing her link. Because I got creeped out. I said, wait a minute. I'm looking. I said, man, this your aunt, man? This your aunt? She done cut her hair and she looked good. I said, I didn't know she was holding like that. And I looked at homegirl, she had tears in her eyes. I said, oh man, this must really hurt. Aunt looked good though. But watch this. Was she wrong? She is grown. She raised hers. She was a widow. And she was just reliving life. How she saw fit. So when those girls come to you and talk about, hey man, it's sexual liberation and it's okay. All right, cool. What if that was your daughter? Would you tell your daughter that shit is okay? Or is it just okay for you because you know what you're doing? Because I wouldn't tell my nephew or my son if he came to me and said, yeah, I'm dating this girl. How old is she? Your age? Are you 19? And he just says, yeah, she's been with 9 dudes. Sorry? 9 dudes? Does she have children? No. And you know how these kids are today. Pull up the social media. And y'all know, y'all sisters know what I'm talking about.
The tight jeans with the butt out, hands on the hips, V-necks, push-up bras.
Knowing you don't need a push-up bra, you're already in the D cup. Then the beach pictures.
Then the hot girl summers. Y'all brothers know. Y'all got y'all shades on at the beach. You grab the ass, taking pictures. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
That stuff follows you. Follows you. When you go to job interviews,
They want to know what your social media is now, so they can go check you out. Yeah. And gotta be careful. It follows you.
because 5 years later, they say, okay, I'm not that person anymore.
I done went to church, took a bath, born again Christian.
You know, I spit out a kid. I'm not with the father, but now I'm ready to be a wife.
Now you're 35 years old.
You meet this guy. He's the guy of your dreams. He's making $90,000 a year.
Got his own car, got no kids. He's about 3 years younger than you. And now he conducts his interview. Yeah, you're beautiful. That kid right there, where's the father? Dead, in jail, or what? Were y'all married? No. Okay, well, where is he? Okay, is he in his life, in her life? Yes, no, huh? Okay. It's not looking good. Don't judge her. You can't judge her. Okay, we're not judging you. But we have a choice. Now, fellas, we have a choice to decide who we want to be with.
What I'm finding is that when we make those choices,
These women say, oh, you're judging us, and there must be something wrong with you.
you must hate women. You must hate your mother.
All of that. All of that. We hate women. We hate our mothers.
Because we don't want to deal with a woman that has a kid or two, and we just want to find a woman that doesn't have a children doesn't have a child that we could build with. That makes us gay.
That makes us selfish. I've heard that. Oh, that's just selfish. What do you mean it's selfish? You know what's selfish?
Bringing a kid into this world that didn't ask to be here because you wanted to, and bringing them into a broken household.
Because, by the way, a single parent household is a broken household. Yeah, it is. And it's broken by choice. Do you buy a car with 3 wheels on it or 4? You want the complete product, don't you?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Get it together.
Men are being attacked for having morals. Oh, but in the men, listen, I don't care. Listen, I know dudes that been with a lot of chicks, but they ain't knock them up. I know dudes that been with a lot of chicks, but they didn't knock them up. So by the time they were in their prime and they say, yo, look, I'm looking for a wife now. It don't matter what they did.
Because there's no result. There's no shorty running around. And no chick that could run up and smash the windows out your car. He's not bringing shit to you. Hopefully he's bringing a clean bill of health and no kids. And he's making some money. Now he's looking for someone to build with.
Honor and obey. Does the body count matter? Listen, sisters, if it matters to you, it matters to you.
But look at the scenario I just painted, because I know a lot of brothers like this personally. By the time they stopped playing, they were in their mid-20s. It's like, all right, college is over. I done did everything. I'm good. I ain't got no kids. I'm on my career. I done pledged. I'm a Q. I'm an alpha or whatever you are, whatever frat. Now I'm ready to conquer the world. My first job, hey, 90,000, I'm good. Now I need a wife. And then he goes around between the age of 25 to 28, and every chick that he knows his age, they all got kids and they're single mothers. He's supposed to stop what he's doing to contribute to that.
These sisters are not looking for husbands. They're looking for
babysitters. They're looking for fathers for the kids.
And all we're saying is a lot of men do come in and do that. But I hear a lot of women rip dudes
for saying no thank you. I don't want to do that. Not selfish. Their parents raised them right.
Now, we don't listen to everything our parents tell us, of course, but raised us right.
And men get attacked for that. Ain't that crazy?
So where did we go wrong? I noticed it in the 90s. I said, ooh,
what's going on with these girls? All these babies, no one's married.
All these babies, no one's married, to the point where baby daddy, baby mama has become normalized.
And I've heard women say, yo, look, man, I forget marriage, man. I ain't trying to be nobody's slave.
Man,
I wanted to just like pick up a pie or some Three Stooges shit
and just smash it in her face.
Slavery?
That's why I keep saying honor and obey. Honoring your boyfriend. I'm sorry, honoring your husband. Why is that a crime? Obeying your husband. Why is that a crime? You obey your boss when you go to work. If you don't, what's going to happen? Men have certain roles in the household. Women have certain roles in the household. The woman is supposed to be the man's completer, not his competer.
I'll say it again.
She's supposed to be his completer, not his competer.
I've been around a lot of people that are married or they're engaged, and they're always in competition with each other. Dudes damn near fighting her off like, yo, man, let me be a dude. Let me be a man. Every time I say, yo, we should do something, why are you resisting? Just to resist. Baby, the sky is blue. That depends on how you look at it.
If you're in relationships like that, just get out of it. Just get out of it. Because it's bad. It's going to get worse.
That's right. Like, share, and subscribe, man. We're going to grow. Because these conversations need to be had. Because
these things are out of order. And the men ain't innocent either. I got a lot to say about the brothers too. But right now, I'm just talking about this crap with women equating marriage to slavery. It's disgusting. What are y'all talking about? And these are the same women. A lot of these women say they want to be married. Well, how old are you? I'm 38. Well, okay, you're 38 with 3 kids. Were you married? No. So where'd you get 3 kids from? Why didn't you marry any of those guys? Well, you know, things happen. Okay, again, so now you're done playing. And you expect the guy to come in. And a lot of these chicks be like, yo, I don't want to deal with a man with kids.
What are you talking?
Oh, my God. I don't know where we at.
But it's bad.
It's bad. And I want to provide an outlet where men can get this off their chest.
Because it's become taboo to talk about it. You say one thing that is against the majority of women's thought process, they try and cancel you. They call you gay. They tell you that you hate your moms, you hate girls, and something happened to you, you're a rape victim.
They say all kinds of weird shit. But in the reality, you talk to a lot of those women, you find out that they're messed up. How many kids you got? I got 2. Same guy? No. But I was young. Okay. Your oldest is how old? 10. Okay. What did you learn in 10 years? How to make another 5-year-old because you got 2 kids. So you spit out 2 kids and now you know everything about life. And now you go to social media and, you know, your head starts waving and, you know, what are you doing? Because you're still not married. And you swore off men
and you're raising kids to do what you did. You got it backwards, man. A lot of y'all sisters got it backwards. Y'all did this.
And I'm not saying women shouldn't have equal rights. I'm not saying that. I'm not with the women shouldn't vote type shit. I've read books on that. I learned that in school. I'm not saying that's right. It wasn't too long ago. Look, I still got family members that were alive when they couldn't drink out of a damn water fountain because of their skin color. When they weren't allowed to vote. I still got two relatives that are alive that remember when they wasn't allowed to vote because they were black. Yeah. So I'm not with that. That there are things that, you know, women have taken advantage of, and they overdid it. They totally overdid it. Totally overdid it. And one of the things that I found in the 90s was that when they got the okay to be liberated and you can do whatever you want and you can do exactly what men do, they were selective in doing what men did. Same jobs, right? You could be a fireman. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all live on the second floor of a building. Whole building bursts into flames. Do you want a woman coming up that ladder to fireman carry your ass down that ladder? I'm telling you right now, I'm not comfortable with that. And you can call me chauvinist, but I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know many women that'll be comfortable with that. Why? Because genetically, we are stronger than them. And I can hear the women right now screaming and hollering, oh, but you know, there are some women that are stronger than men. Fine, yeah, I know. If Chris Cyborg punched me in the face and I ain't looking, she might knock me out. But she's a trained fighter. I'm talking about the average man, the average woman, the average man walking around, all 5'9", 5'10" of them, maybe 175 pounds, right? Getting up the ladder as opposed to the normal woman, all 5'5" of her, 115 pounds. But she was able to take and pass the fireman's exam and pull the dummy and gets into the academy and passes with flying colors. And now the building bursts into flames. And it's like, yeah, you go up that ladder and get that guy. You know what's going to happen? The person in charge is not going to select her to go up that damn ladder because they know what it is. But what's messed up is she can get offended in that situation. Say, you know what? I could have went and did it. But he discriminated against me because I was a woman. He didn't trust me to go up there and get that person out the building. And it'll be a big old thing. Cancel culture. Phenomenal Mexican salute. That's right. You're right. The Floyd and Ronda Rousey BS. Shit like that. That was picture perfect of what I'm talking about here. They really believe that that woman could beat a grown man in a fight. I don't care if it wasn't an octagon and she could throw kicks. I said, are y'all crazy? Dana White even enabled that shit. Yeah, you know, in a street fight, you know, I think Ronda would get him. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Guy had her trash talking. I said, man, Floyd got in that octagon and somehow they okayed that. He'd have pieced her up and they'd have been caught. They were already calling him a woman beater. It would have went from that to Ronda could win to, oh, why he hit her so hard? He didn't have to hit her so hard. Man. They got all these options. They could do whatever they want. All these options. They don't choose those hard jobs. They don't. They want to make the six figures with the office jobs and be bosses, and that's fine. If you can get them, that's fine. But I got a problem when they look down on marriage and say that it's slavery. Not all of them look down on marriage. Don't get me wrong. But the conversation I heard today just like, it kind of enraged me. Because it was deeper than that. You just looking down on men. You look down on men. And there lies the problem. There lies the problem. You don't want to submit to a man. You don't. You think it's slavery? That was the word I heard. You don't want to submit to a man. What do you think that means? That don't mean when he walked through the door, you got to bow at him. No. There's certain roles that we have. There's certain roles that you have. And the problem is the roles are all messed up in society. You got chicks walking around with fades and parts in their hair, sucking on breasts like they're infants. And you got dudes walking around with pink shirts and glitter in their hair. And all of these people are coming from single house. A lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them are coming from single parent households. Don't tell me that they're not. And I'm, again, not all, but we're so backwards as a society. We're going backwards. We're going backwards. I'm telling you, man, the destruction of the Black household. I'm telling you, do your research. Government said, here's what you're going to do. We're going to give you money so you don't starve. You could live in these projects. We can keep your lights on. Your rent will be like $2, but there's a catch. What's the catch? You can't have no man in the house. Do your research. Do your research. AB, salute. Christiana, salute. Do your research. Yeah, that's a stipulation. We can give you this, we can give you that, we give you that, but you know what? You can't have no man in the house. They chose government assistance over fathers in the house. I'll touch on that some other time. But that happened. That happened. And it was downhill ever since. Now, you know, had this conversation with my wife about a week ago. And one thing that I find is what I just told you is fact. And one thing I find is that, you know, she painted a picture. Oh, well, you know, he was, you know, the fathers was probably not making money. And I said, no. There was a song in the 70s. It's called We Gonna Make It. We may not have the cent to pay the rent, but we gonna make it. Not all men. First of all, they were black. Black men, it was hard for them to find jobs. A lot of black men had to run around and do odd jobs, but the thing is, they had families and they were out there hustling. They weren't hustling, you know, just to buy some Jordans or something. They were hustling and bringing the money home. Everybody had a family member that did shit like that. You hustle, you bring the money home. You got to try and pay the rent. You got to get food. All right. And I'm not talking about the handful of dudes that got strung out. Oh my God, I'm so messed up. I got to go to the bar and get liquored up, or I got to go sniff some coke. That came later when they started dropping coke into the ghettos. All right. I'm talking about the men that they ain't had no 9 to 5 because it was difficult for them to get a 9 to 5. So they just ran around and just did what they can. So the women were like, well, the government's here. They offering food stamps and shelter and light and gas. The only thing is I have to tell them I have no help. I have to tell them I'm a single parent. Where's the husband? I don't know. Y'all never heard that saying, my lady had to lie to them people downtown? That's what that was. She had to lie and say there was no man in the house. And they would pop up on her ass and tell them, yo, look, between 8 and 4 p.m., you can't be in the house because I don't know when these people are coming, but you can't be here. And then you see a lot of brothers just walking around the street. And what happens when they walk around in the street? Police come by you. What you doing here? You can't stand here. What you doing here? Terry, what happened? I got locked up. For what? I don't know. Some cop just rolled up on me, asked me what I was doing. I said, yo, I'm just minding my business. And he jumped out and kicked my ass. And now they're saying I assaulted him. But she's fine because she got public assistance. And he can't say where he live, right? What you walk around here for? Where's your ID? I ain't got no ID. Get in the paddy wagon. They were doing shit like that. Why? He couldn't say where he lived. Why? Because if he said where he lived, that would get back to the assistance program. Yeah, he said he lives here. It's on his driver's license. Say he lives here. Guess what? You can't have no assistance. And now he has a criminal record. Not a criminal record, but an arrest record. So now it's even harder for him to get a job. Do y'all see the play? Is any of this making sense? Whereas if he just say, yo, look, I'm walking here, but I live right here, it lessens the cops from messing with them. But they couldn't say where they live. They're walking around. You know how many brothers used to get snatched up off the street back in the 70s and 60s? I ain't got no idea where you live. They can't say where they live because it'll ruin up their wives' benefits. Y'all understand what's happening? You understand? They chose government assistance over the men. I'm just painting that small picture. I'm not going to get into it in depth. But that happened. They made a choice. So then the women are they generations of that. You have all these single mothers coming up. And we got to be strong. We got to be strong. We don't need no man. We don't need no man. We don't need no man. Okay. Okay. You don't need no man. You know what the result is? Y'all see what's going on outside, right? Y'all see these dudes? These dudes so sensitive. He talking about me, so I shot him. Okay, what'd he say about you? He called me the F word. So you shot him? What? What? You're so sensitive. You ain't had no father around to say, yo, man up. So what? He said something about you, man. He didn't put his hands on you. Jay, everything, salute. He didn't put his hands on you. You got a bunch of sissies running around here. Mad over something that someone wrote about them online or something. Man, get out of here. Talk to me when they're running up on you in the street. Then you do what you got to do. You got people literally, he said something on Instagram. Look at this. Literally killing each other over something that they said online. A lot of those guys, I bet you if you ask them, what would your father say about this? I don't know that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Yeah. Uh-huh. What your mom say? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. I got you. Bunch of sissies. Yeah, y'all remember that word? It's a bunch of sissies. They don't know how to act like men. Yeah, their junks work. They probably surround themselves with a lot of women. But who taught them how to be men? Being a man isn't running up in a bunch of chicks and impregnating them. And I know this sounds cliche, but that's true. It's not about what you can pipe in the bedroom. What are you doing in life? I know a bunch of dudes that got all the chicks growing up. You know what's happening with them now? Not all of them. Not all of them. But two off my head I could think of. You know what happens? The hairline starts to recede. The genetics start to kick in. Now they're starting to look like their brothers and their older siblings in the family. They what I call skinny fat. When they're walking from behind, they look normal. But when you walk in the profile, they got the big old belly. The dental hygiene ain't as good. I mean, they still got the hazel eyes or whatever. The looks done deteriorated. Now what? You have a trail of destruction. You have all these girls now, but now you're working a rinky-dink job and you're in your 40s. What can you do now as a man? What can you do? What can you provide for a woman right now? And your stomach's so big, you can't even provide good penis to these chicks. So what are you going to do? I told you, I got smoke for the men too. But back to the ladies real quick before I get out of here. Ladies, as you age, right, your better years are behind you. After you done hot girl summered your ass around from the ages of 21 to like 28, and you spit out a kid, some of you, not all of you, some of you spit out a kid, your value has pummeled. It's pummeled. And the guys you're meeting, they're not getting your best you. Because your best you gave away. Your best you gave away. So a lot of guys you gave it to, they got lucky. They got lucky. But you, now you're supposed to give away. Now a guy's supposed to come in and take your declined years And when he refuses it, there's something wrong with him? No. What you should have been doing is bettering yourself. Instead of hot girl summer, how about hot girl summer your ass to the gym and stay on that treadmill? Do some push-ups to keep your boobs up so they don't fall to the ground. And every time you walk, you trip over them. Get your dental hygiene taken care of. I'm not saying to keep the shop closed because you're a woman. You need to get off or whatever, but I mean, strap up. Be responsible about it. Conduct yourself as such, a woman. And if you have a child, be grateful that if a dude could come along and say, yeah, you're not gonna deal with that, it's all right. Be grateful, but be humble if he says, nah. Don't start insulting these dudes, because all you're doing is proving their point. Yeah, you see? That's why I don't mess with trash. She done fucked 8 years of her life off, and now she got to me, and I'm supposed to wait before I get the box. I'm supposed to marry it, and if I don't marry it, there's something wrong with me. Yeah, see you later. You understand what I'm saying? So Southern T, salute, y'all. I'm doing this off of my Mac right here. So, like I said, MXC, salute, man. I'm looking at song. Fuck, hold on. Let's see something. Yeah, salute y'all, man. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm about to hop in the shower, and I got some smoke for y'all in the morning. You already know what I'm cooking up. Y'all saw it. Boxing in the morning, adult conversations at night, man. I'm gonna have fun doing this, man. Y'all spread the word. Y'all like and share this video. You already know what it is, man. Still Drew Titan. Still Bronx on deck. Still shout out to the LDBC. You already know. And we still moving, baby. It's the Painful Excellence Podcast, a.k.a. Pep Talk. And I got a lot of things that I'm working on. If there are any poets in here, y'all hit me up. I'm going to have a poetry slam. I might do that like on Friday nights, do my little poetry slam. I'm going to have my boy Shay, my man Fear None. He going to come through. You know what I'm saying? He's a musician. You know what I'm saying? We're going to cook on Friday nights. I'm going to set something up. Anyone that really good at music, you know what I'm saying? Drop me a line. I'll send you a link. You know what I mean? We could cook. I used to write, spoken words myself. Haven't done it in a while, but I'm still nice with mine. And I'm just gonna share this, man, and we gotta get right. If no one's speaking on it, it's just gonna remain where it is. You understand? So get that Jada Pinkett Smith mentality out your heads, ladies. That Steph Curry wife mentality. I don't even know that woman's name. Get that out your heads. All right. Oh, before I go, there's a good movie I want y'all to watch. It's with Richard Gere. It's called Unfaithful. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a movie review on Unfaithful. Google it, look it up. If you've seen it, let me know. I'm gonna do a movie review on that movie Unfaithful. Have y'all seen that movie? It's called Unfaithful with Richard Gere. Let me tell you something. She had no business doing that, but I was so glad that movie came out because it lets you know. Aisha Curry, Jada Pinkett, they had men of virtue. The bills was paid. They had thousands of dollars in Jada Pinkett's case, millions of dollars in the bank. In this movie, Richard Gere's character owned a business. The bills is paid. She was a home wife, and she fucked up. That whole movie was the worst case scenario. She had no business doing what she did. And the only reason why she was sorry is because she got caught. The Village Brothers salute, man. So I appreciate y'all sliding through. You know what I'm saying? We're going to grow this channel like we grow everything else. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, You write poetry, let me know. If you play an instrument, let me know. You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to promote, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. And we moving, baby. So thank y'all for sliding in. I'll see y'all in the AM on the other channel. Painful Excellence Podcast. Bronx on deck. I'll see y'all in the morning.